Think animals always play it safe? Think again. From tiny creatures standing up to apex predators, to hunters becoming the hunted, the wild is full of shocking and unexpected battles. Sometimes, bravery pays off, and other times, well, let's just say, some lessons are learned the hard way. Get ready to witness the worst and wildest decisions animals have ever made in a fight. Who would have thought a goose could make a gorilla back down? This tough primate came face to face with one seriously fearless bird. And guess who won? That goose stood its ground, shutting down the gorilla with zero hesitation. Talk about a pride check. Even the biggest and strongest can get put in their place by the unexpected.
Got it! Hurry up! No.
Good girl, Leah!
A small bird floated on the water, clueless about the silent danger beneath. Just as it got comfortable, an orca tossed out a sneaky bait, some floating fish, a trap too tempting to resist. The bird, focused on the free meal, never saw what was coming. In one swift motion, the orca struck, ending the encounter before the bird even knew it was being hunted. Lesson learned: never trust a free lunch in the ocean.
Got it! Hurry up! No.
Good girl, Leah!
Oh, no. I'd have been more careful.
Good girl, Leah!
Sharks rule the ocean, but even they can be outplayed. A diver captured this intense moment as a hungry shark zeroed in on an unsuspecting octopus. The shark lunged, ready for an easy meal, but the octopus had other plans. In a split second, it vanished, leaving behind only a thick cloud of ink trailing from the shark's gills. Just like that, the octopus was gone, and the shark had to continue its hunt, this time empty-handed. An eagle perched on a rock locked eyes on an easy meal, a crab climbing nearby. Thinking it had an effortless snack, the eagle swooped in and grabbed it. But hold up! Plot twist! The crab wasn't going down without a fight. In a split second, it clamped its pincers around the eagle's beak, flipping the script from predator to prey. The eagle flapped, twisted, and struggled to break free, but those claws held on tight. Talk about instant regret. A zebra versus a lion? Sounds like an easy win for the big cat. Except this time, things took a shocking turn. Instead of accepting its fate, the zebra fought back with an unexpected strategy, dragging the lion into the water in a desperate attempt to drown it. As the predator thrashed for air, the zebra seized the moment, breaking free and bolting to safety. Who knew these striped runners had such savage survival instincts? A peaceful drink at the river turned into chaos when a crocodile made a huge mistake. It bit down on an elephant's trunk, the most sensitive part of its body. Big mistake. The elephant roared in pain, but instead of retreating, it snapped. With one violent shake, it forced the croc to let go, and then came the real punishment. The furious giant stomped down hard, making sure the reptile never tried that again. A brutal reminder: these gentle giants aren't so gentle when provoked. A peaceful pond, ducklings paddling without a care, until danger swooped in. A hungry seagull locked onto a tiny duckling, ready to snatch its next meal. But big mistake, Mama Duck wasn't about to let that slide. With a burst of rage, she launched a full-on attack, flapping and pecking with everything she had. The seagull barely escaped with its feathers intact. One thing's for sure, it won't be messing with a duck family ever again. Lesson learned the hard way. Messing with an elephant? Bad idea. But lurking near a mother elephant? That's practically asking for a beatdown. When this mama spotted a crocodile lurking too close to her baby, she didn't hesitate, charging straight in with unstoppable force. The croc, realizing it was way outmatched, scrambled to get away. But the elephant made sure to send a clear message, stomping the ground as a final warning. Stay away, or else. Think you know the hardest hitters in the animal kingdom? Well, guess what? It's giraffes. But then, a lioness thought she could take one head-on. Bad move. One brutal kicker wasted. That's what happens when you underestimate the true powerhouses of the wild. In the wild, sometimes prey has had enough, and this buffalo is a great example. Surrounded by a bunch of hungry lions, it looked like it was game over for this brave animal. But just when things seemed hopeless, another buffalo came charging in, flipping one of the lions onto its horns like a basketball. It almost felt like it was saying, "Whoa, hold up, not today." But the bravery didn't end there. This fearless buffalo kept charging at the other lions, making them scatter for their lives. Pretty gutsy move. Sometimes, working together can really change the game. When two massive beasts face off, it's a battle you don't want to miss. A bold rhino thought it could take on the king of the savannah. Bad idea. The elephant wasn't having it and charged with full force, sending the rhino scrambling for safety. One thing's for sure, after this brutal beatdown, that rhino won't be picking fights with elephants ever again. You'd think a tiger is the ultimate jungle predator, right? Well, not when it messes with mama bear. In a nerve-wracking showdown, this mother bear refused to back down, throwing everything she had to protect her cub. And guess what? The tiger, the king of the jungle, walked away in defeat. That's the power of a mother's love, stronger than any predator.
No. Oh.
Lions may be top predators on land, but in the water, different story. One lion found out the hard way when a crocodile ambushed it mid-swim. A quick scratch was all it took for the lion to realize, yep, this wasn't its territory. You could almost hear the croc thinking, "Stay in your lane, buddy."
No. Oh.
This leopard cub thought it had found an easy target, a tiny lizard. Big mistake. The lizard wasn't having it and hit back with a surprising slap, sending the cub scrambling. Lesson learned: size doesn't always mean strength. A baby gentoo penguin was in serious trouble when a giant petrel targeted it. But just as things looked hopeless, its dad rushed in, ready to fight for his chick. With pure determination, this penguin took on the much larger predator, proving that a parent's love knows no limits. A young raccoon found itself in big trouble when a sly fox started chasing it. Just when the fox got too close, the raccoon made a miraculous escape, slipping away at the last second. Talk about a thrilling chase. Sometimes, quick thinking is all you need to survive. A harbor seal versus a giant Pacific octopus. Now that's a wild matchup. Onlookers watched in shock as the octopus wrapped itself around the seal, trying to drag it down. But the seal wasn't giving up. After an intense struggle, the seal broke free, proving that persistence always pays off. Wolves may be fearsome, but this donkey wasn't backing down. With a well-placed kick, it sent a wolf flying. Who knew donkeys had this much fight in them? If this proves anything, it's that donkeys aren't just farm animals, they're warriors. Ever seen a sea turtle eat a jellyfish like it's slurping up spaghetti? Well, this one did. completely unbothered by those stingers. While most animals steer clear of these toxic creatures, this turtle just closed its eyes, used its flippers as shields, and enjoyed its dangerous feast like a pro. Two wolves were enjoying their meal when a massive brown bear showed up, ready to take over. The wolves weren't backing down, but with one powerful blow, the bear made its message clear. This feast belonged to the king of the wild. In the end, the wolves wisely backed off, knowing when to pick their battles. This awesome video shows a bald eagle diving down and whacking a bear right in the face at the Naknek River in Alaska.
Oh, did you see that?
Maybe it was getting back at the bear, since another clip from Alaska featured a mom bear wrecking an eagle couple's nest. The eagles really tried to protect their place, but the crazy bear wrecked everything in just about 2 minutes. The eaglets were gone, and their nest was totally destroyed. What once felt like home was all gone.
Yep.
I've never seen that.
This mouse must have taken lessons from Kung Fu Panda himself. In a nail-biting showdown, it found itself face-to-face with a hidden snake. Game over, right? Nope. This tiny warrior dodged, jumped, and even kicked the snake right in the face. And to top it off, it threw sand in the snake's eyes like a true ninja, leaving the serpent stunned. A gator spotted an eel and thought, easy snack. But plot twist, this wasn't just any eel. It was electric. The moment the gator clamped down, bam, 600 volts of pure shock surged through its body. The hunter became the hunted as the gator thrashed in the water, realizing too late that some meals come with serious consequences. Talk about biting off more than you can chew. A snake thought it could snag a porcupine for dinner, but instead, it got a mouthful of regret. And quills. Lots of quills. This painful lesson came at a deadly cost because, well, let's just say this snake won't be warning others about porcupines anytime soon. You think the great white shark is the ocean's top dog, right? The one that no other creature dares to challenge? Well, enter the orca, the true ruler of the deep. In this jaw-dropping footage, a shark is prowling for its next meal, totally unaware that it's about to become lunch itself. Then, boom, out of nowhere, the orca launches a brutal strike, sending the shark into complete chaos. And just to make sure, it circles back, almost like it's savoring the victory. The result? A chilling reality check on who actually runs the ocean. Orcas don't just rely on brute force, they've got skills. You've seen them ram prey before, but this is next-level precision. In this insane clip, an orca sneaks up on an unsuspecting stingray, and then bam, delivers a perfectly timed tail slap. One hit, and the stingray is done for. It's like watching a pro fighter land a knockout punch, only this battle takes place beneath the waves. Just another reminder that orcas aren't just hunters, they're strategists. It's not every day you see a sea snake and a moray eel go head-to-head, but when they do, it's an all-out underwater showdown. Caught on camera by deep-sea divers, this intense battle had both creatures locked in a fierce struggle, neither willing to back down. But in the end, the venomous sea snake proved why it's a top-tier predator. It sank its fangs in, sealing the eel's fate before devouring it tail first in a brutal display of dominance. It's the ultimate deep-sea brawl, sperm whale versus giant squid. The whale charges in, but the squid's enormous eyes spot the attack, and it's ready to throw down. With razor-sharp hooks, it strikes, momentarily throwing the whale off. But the whale isn't backing down. It comes in harder, grabbing the squid mid-wrap. In a final, powerful move, the whale turns the fight around and secures its victory. The squid fought hard, but in the end, the ocean's true giant proved who's boss.
Yeah.
Now this is a showdown you don't see every day. Shark versus crocodile. Off the coast of East Arnhem Land, a massive saltwater croc found itself face to face with a group of circling sharks. It moved through the water like it owned the place, until one bold shark took a bite. The others closed in, testing their chances, and then, bam, another attack. The croc barely made it out, but this rare battle of apex predators is proof that even the toughest aren't untouchable.
Oh, that got his chomp.
Here's a pro tip. If you see a barracuda lurking nearby, don't test your luck. One family found out the hard way while out on a deep-sea fishing trip. They had just reeled in a small fish when, out of nowhere, a massive barracuda appeared. Instead of backing off, curiosity got the best of them. They tried luring it in. Bad move. Within seconds, the barracuda struck, snatching half their catch in one swift bite. They got away unscathed, but the message was loud and clear. Step into the water, and it could have been them on the menu.
Oh my gosh! Oh snap!
Check out this underwater showdown, coconut octopus versus crab. The octopus was locked in and ready to strike, wrapping the crab in its powerful suckers before delivering a lethal bite with its razor-sharp beak. The crab fought back, but the octopus played it smart, injecting venom that slowly drained its strength. Once the poison kicked in, it was game over. The octopus dragged its prize back to its coconut shell hideout, a ruthless display of strategy and power. The crab never stood a chance. You'd think flying would keep this bird safe from predators, but not when the African tigerfish is around. One of the fastest freshwater hunters, this beast has an insane vertical leap and razor-sharp reflexes. The bird barely had time to react. As the fish launched itself out of the water, jaws wide open, it made a last-second attempt to dodge, twisting mid-air in a desperate escape move, but it wasn't enough. One snap, and it was all over. At least it put up a fight. Talk about a close call. A loggerhead turtle found itself in serious trouble when a tiger shark locked onto it in the Bahamas. Desperate to escape, the turtle even tried climbing onto a nearby boat, hoping for a last-second save. The boaters didn't hesitate. They sprang into action, scooping up the turtle and rushing it to safer waters. Meanwhile, the shark was left circling, frustrated and empty-jawed. This turtle definitely owes them one. Karma hits hard, and this octopus wasn't about to let things slide. Lurking deep in the ocean, it seemed unbothered, until a pack of spiny dogfish sharks swam too close. These sharks usually snack on octopuses, but this time, they messed with the wrong one. Instead of hiding, the octopus went on the attack. The result? Shark carcasses littering the ocean floor like trophies. This 8-armed assassin proved that sometimes the hunter becomes the hunted. Before you assume octopuses are all brains and no brawn, think again. A diver filming a perfectly camouflaged octopus got front row seats to a hilarious but brutal moment. A curious little fish wandered too close, and out of nowhere, bam, the octopus threw a mean right hook straight to its face. No hesitation, no warning, just a clean punch that sent the fish scrambling. Did it learn its lesson? No clue. But that diver? He definitely walked away with some insane footage. Beneath the ocean's surface, A deadly game of survival unfolded between a sea snake and a moray eel. A diver caught the action as the snake slithered in, eyeing its prey with precision. Then, out of nowhere, the fight erupted. The snake struck first, sinking its fangs deep, but the eel wasn't about to roll over. With lightning speed, it snapped back, locking its powerful jaws around the snake. The question now, was that venom strong enough to turn the tide, or did the eel just claim another victim? In the vast blue, a hammerhead shark locked onto its next meal, a stingray buried beneath the sand. But hiding was pointless. The shark's super senses, sight, smell, electroreception, picked up on the stingray's every move. The moment the ray bolted, the chase was on. The hammerhead wasted no time, slamming it down and clamping onto its wing. The stingray thrashed, fought, resisted, but it was checkmate. Once locked in the hammerhead's jaws, there was no escape. Game over. Stranded on an island, walruses huddled together, forced from their icy homes, guarding their young against danger. Enter a starving polar bear, desperate for a meal after days at sea. But this wasn't easy prey. As the bear crept closer, the walruses formed a solid wall of tusks, sharp, deadly, and unforgiving. Every attempt to break through pushed the bear closer to exhaustion. Then, the inevitable happened. The hunter became the hunted, and in a tragic turn, the bear paid the ultimate price for its gamble. A calm underwater scene turned into a life-or-death showdown when a tiger shark locked eyes on its next meal, a lone turtle. But instead of fleeing, this fearless little warrior had a plan. As the shark lunged, the turtle flipped onto its back, dodging those razor-sharp jaws with expert precision. Move after move, it outmaneuvered the predator, proving that brains beat brawn in the deep blue. Sometimes, survival isn't about strength, it's about strategy. You'd think a husky would know better than to mess with a polar bear, right? Nope. This bold pup ran straight toward the massive predator, barking like it had something to prove. The bear, clearly caught off guard, hesitated, almost confused by the sheer audacity of its tiny challenger. Was this bravery or just pure chaos? Either way, the husky wasn't backing down, showing that size means nothing when you've got guts. Imagine being chased by an orca, pure nightmare fuel. But one quick-witted otter wasn't ready to be dinner just yet. With seconds to spare, it launched itself onto a nearby tourist boat, leaving the massive predator circling below. The orca, persistent and patient, lurked around the vessel, waiting for a slip-up, but luck was on the otter's side today. A narrow escape from certain doom, this little guy just outplayed one of the ocean's top hunters. Now this is a battle of giants. A massive python slithered straight into a waterhole, right in front of an alligator. And let's be real, there was no way this was ending peacefully. The gator, clearly not in the mood for visitors, lunged at the snake, and suddenly, it was an all-out war. Twisting, thrashing, and fighting for survival. This was a true clash of predators. In a fight like this, it's all about size and strength. If the python's bigger, it might just squeeze out a victory. But if the gator has the edge, that's game over for the snake. Never underestimate an octopus. It's got serious skills. A baby shark swam too close, and bam, the octopus snatched it up in a lightning-fast grip. The poor shark never stood a chance, completely locked down in those powerful tentacles. And the craziest part? Even the smaller fish around were getting hyped. One little fish straight up bit the shark's tail, like, yeah, get him. Talk about adding insult to injury. They say nothing is more dangerous than a mother protecting her babies, and this mama cat proves it. When a huge python slithered in, looking for an easy meal, this fearless feline launched into action. Despite the massive size difference, she fought tooth and claw to keep her kittens safe. This is what true courage looks like. Not all heroes wear capes. Some have flippers. When a giant petrel tried to snatch a helpless penguin chick, the entire colony panicked, except for one brave Adelie penguin. This little warrior stood its ground, blocking the predator and giving the chicks a chance to escape. Who knew penguins had this much fight in them? It looked like game over for this puffer fish when a moray eel locked its jaws around it. But this little guy had a trick up its sleeve. With a sudden inflate and escape move, the puffer ballooned up, slipped out of the eel's grip, and swam off to safety. Survival in the ocean? It's all about quick thinking. Size? Doesn't matter. This tiny goat wasn't about to let a cow 10 times its size intimidate it. With its sharp little horns and big attitude, it charged like it owned the place. The cow? It just stood there, probably wondering what just happened. Moral of the story? It's all about confidence and horns. When a pack of lions cornered a buffalo, it looked like game over, until the buffalo flipped the script, literally. With a massive swing of its horns, it launched one lion into the water, leaving the rest stunned. Who said buffaloes were easy prey? This one just served up a lesson in never backing down.